Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 14, and here's what's coming up in today's episode. Okay, they're going to try and lift that ball high up in the air and see if Mitrovic can get upset into the ball. Oh, it worked perfectly. That goes over the bar. Great start this from Fulham though, let's keep it up. It's now time for the 5th round of the FA Cup as we take on David Wagner's Huddersfield Town. Just 12 games remaining in the season. We're only 2 points inside the top 4. So between now and the end of the season, we've got to keep on winning if we are to get European football next season. And so just before we dive into the big games today, before we start the episode off, there is confirmation that Andre Schürrle, who got an injury in the last game against Crystal Palace, is going to be out for 5 days with bruised shoulder. Shouldn't matter too much as he's ordinarily a bench player, but worth showing you regardless. And also, a couple of episodes ago, we signed Max Aarons to our team. He made his debut in that game against Crystal Palace. And I asked you guys, market managers, what number he should wear. Totally forgot about it in the last episode. Apologies for that. Forgot to change his squad number, but you guys voted for him to wear number 22. And I really like that number as well, because number 2 is traditionally the fullback's number, the right back's number, and obviously 2 right now is being taken up. So the fact he wears 22, that's 2 twice. So Aaron's wears 22, and thanks for choosing the squad number. And also, before that game against Manchester United as well, we see that Cauley Woodrow's transfer talks are once again broken down, so not really too important regardless, as he's going to be leaving the club on a free transfer anyway. But also, we have got some tournament prize money for the FA Cup, and of course, after beating Wolves in the 4th round, we are now going to find out together who will be taking on in the competition. I'm kind of hoping for a really big team away from home, a really big test. Let's see who we've got in the 5th round of the FA Cup. It's going to be Huddersfield, my former Career Mode team, away from home. Now, we beat them earlier on the season in the EFL Cup, now taking them on away in the FA Cup 5th round. You know, there's a good chance we make through to the 6th round. Look at that tie there, a Manchester derby in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Huddersfield away. Is that coming in today's episode? I think it might be. Yes, it is. It will be after the Manchester United game. Okay, so Huddersfield in the FA Cup 5th round. Yeah, bring them on. So moving into the first game of today's episode, we're now taking on Manchester United on the back of back-to-back victories here. Aiming to get a big 3 points against the Red Devils. After our victory at Selhurst Park, we are back to full strength, so our normal 4-3-3 with our best possible lineup. But as for this Manchester United team, it's a really good 4-3-3 themselves. Interestingly enough, Romero's starting in goal. I noticed this in Career Mode a lot. David De Gea is often on the bench for some reason. I was with Spurs and Lloris quite often as well. But regardless, their midfield is fantastic. Herrera, Fred and Matic the trio, and the front three, Rashford on the left, Lingard on the right, and Romelu Lukaku the striker. Someone told me before that it's a bug where because De Gea has really low stamina, the manager will pick the one with the highest stamina. I don't know if that's true or not. I've got no reason to disbelieve that, but I don't know at all why it happens. But that is the case, and that's really weird, as Neres cuts inside but couldn't pull the trigger, and Sessegnon hits the post. First opportunity, fell to run at the far post, should have taken it. Neres through to Sander Berge, and Berge tries to turn Matic. That's a foul, referee, thank you very much, and we'll take the free kick there. Already a couple of yellow cards to Manchester United here, another one added to the mix there. 14 minutes in, and perhaps an ill-tempered affair on the cards at Craven Cottage. Okay, they're going to try and lift that ball high up in the air and see if Mitrovic can get upset into the ball. Oh, it worked perfectly. That goes over the bar. Great start this from Fulham though, let's keep it up. One chance for Manchester United just before half time. We're still tied at 0-0. Matic takes the corner, headed away, and that should do it unless they get one more final opportunity. Herrera into Fred, finds Jesse Lingard. And now Diego Dalot inside the area, pulling the trigger. Sergio Rico denies him at the near post. First chance that Manchester United have had all game long. Rico equal to it. Herrera into Romelu Lukaku, and now Marcus Rashford down this left-hand side as the Red Devils look to start the second half off strong the way they end the first half. Cross the centre, blocks off Fosu Mensah and goes behind for a corner. Still deadlocked at 0-0. At some point you do see a clear-cut chance coming, but as for now, as Rico claims that corner, game does seem like 0-0 is the most likely outcome. Here's Mitrovic though, a great storming run down the left-hand side, trying to step inside. Sessegnon, oh great delivery! And Tom Kearney heads it in and makes it 1-0 to Fulham. Sessegnon with a brilliant cross to the middle, first time delivery into the centre, and the captain nods it home, and Romero can't keep it out. 1-0 to Fulham. It was a great storming run by Mitrovic, but Sessegnon, what a delivery. Kearney gets in behind his man, and Romero, I gotta say, he should have kept it out, and that's why De Gea should have been started in. 1-0 Fulham, captain with a goal. I'm delighted for Sessegnon as well, because this season, I mean, we discussed it in the last episode, only 1 goal and no assists so far, but now he's got his first assist of the season. But remember, Lukaku has hit the post and will scramble the ball away, not fully cleared though. Lukaku going for goal, and that's going to go wide of the post. Still 1-0, 22 minutes to go. We might have the lead, but don't think the game is done yet. Our season this year has been built on defence, and now it's going to be a real test for us to prove it is still our main asset. Ball clears by Seri, but it will drop to Martial, who's found space. Fred goes for goal. Oh, what a finish. And with 13 minutes to go, the Brazilian has put United back on level terms, and what a strike. Manchester United were coming at us. Martial evaded the challenge, rolled it back to Fred, and look at that for a strike. The way it bent inside and out past Sergio Rico into the corner for his 2nd goal of the year. 13 minutes to go, back on level terms. A point, still a good result, but this has been a massive win how he held on to it. Into stoppage time, that should do it, but there is a chance for Manchester United here. Martial down the right side off the bench as Alfie Mawson coming across. The Frenchman takes it round him, plays inside. Lukaku! Denied by Sergio Rico at the death. Well, that should do it, and there it is. Final score, Fulham 1, Manchester United 1. A very credible point against Jose Mourinho's Red Devils. It means in the season series we get a draw in both of our games, both at Old Trafford and at Craven Cottage as well. But, oh man, that was a really tough final 20 minutes that. Manchester United wouldn't stop attacking us. I think in the grand scheme of things we have to settle for the point. The game where the stats lied a little bit, I felt it was mostly even for the most part in terms of good chances. But a 1-1 draw, probably the right result to be fair. But I'm going to give man of the match to Fred, who scored that superb equalising goal for Manchester United. What a strike it was. Absolutely brilliant. Obviously picking up points in these sort of games is a good result for us, but when you look at the fixtures we've got coming in March, look at this. We've got Chelsea at home, Leicester away at the King Power, Liverpool at home, and then City at home as well. 4 massive games to come in March. I don't see us getting that many points in this month, so between now and the end of the month against West Ham and Southampton, I think we need wins in those games. If we are to stay in the top 4, we're going to get very little points next month. So we need to capitalise on those 2 games at the end of the month. So moving swiftly on to the 2nd game of today's episode, it's now time for the 5th round of the FA Cup as we take on David Wagner's Huddersfield Town away from home. They're lining up in a 5-3-2, and it's a really good midfield as well. Andreas Pereira, Aaron Moy and Williams, their captains, supporting Mounier and Lasagna up top together. But as for our team, despite feeling a completely rotated side in the last 2 rounds, we're now taking the competition more seriously and putting some first team players into our lineup. There are a few changes. Cissé's in, Len Marchand is in, Jay Baker is in, and Calvert-Lewin is in. But other than that, we've got a really strong team out there. I want to get through. I want to make it to the quarterfinals. Let's go do it. Big game this for both teams. Huddersfield are struggling this season in the Premier League. They're in 19th place right now, and they would love to dump us out of the FA Cup, one of the informed teams in the Premier League, and make it through. That could sort of kick-start the rest of their season and give them the confidence that they can stay up. Good ball through to Lasagna. Cissé comes out of position to try and block the cross, and he does well there. And at 6'6", he's got a lot of body to block crosses. And a corner for Huddersfield. Andreas Pereira is going to take it, and the former Manchester United man crosses to the back stick, headed away. It will drop to Moy, keeps the chance alive. Zanka to Williams, dinks one into the middle. Cissé is there again, and then Moy's shot also blocked, and his second shot finds the back of the net. Well, Huddersfield had us penned in our area there for quite a few minutes, and Aaron Moy capitalises, and the Aussie puts the Terriers in front. Fabricio, quick bowl out to Timothy down this right-hand side. We're still currently trailing by a goal. 10 minutes to go in the half. Haven't played too well in this first half either. And Zanka comes across to try and deny Neres from cutting inside. Can we change that and get ourselves a goal back before the break? Kenny, oh, great save. Wonderful first touch by Tom to set himself up and volley it. But a good stop by the goalkeeper, turns behind for a corner. 8 minutes to go in the half. Can we find an equalising goal? Headed away, still 1-0. Pereira on the ball for Huddersfield. Back heels to Aaron Moy. Lovely ball inside to Mounier as well. Now Durham crosses to the centre. Cissé heads clear. It's not a great clearance. It's not a great clearance at all. It's not a great clearance at all from Cissé at 6'6". You got to head that ball way out of the penalty area. It went to the edge. Terriers played it back inside, and a finish into the back of the net makes it 2-0. Lasagna with the goal. Terriers double the advantage. We've got less than half an hour to go. We're still trailing by 2-0, and the Terriers are full value, by the way, for this 2-goal lead. They've been a much better team out there, and as things stand, they are going to deserve making it through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We have just not played well at all. It's one of our worst performances of the season. Wonderful ball by Aaron Moy down left-hand side here. And a chance for Huddersfield to make it free. And it's a penalty, I think. It's a penalty. Fossey Mensah nutmeg brings his man down, and with 10 minutes to go, this will complete a miserable afternoon. No complaints about the penalty as well. Fossey Mensah is inside the line, and he does take his man down without getting contact with the ball. Definite penalty, no question, and Aaron Moy can get his second goal of the game and wrap it up for Huddersfield Town. It's Moy versus Fabricio, and he sends him the wrong way, and the Aussie is sending the Terriers into the FA Cup quarter-final. No less than they deserved. Far superior team today. Huddersfield Town are through. We're out. Mitrovic on the turn. Looking to at least get a consolation goal for us. Drags it back, rolls it through. Calvert-Lewin, 3-1. It's not going to matter. He'll pick the ball up and take it back to the halfway line. Not going to matter though. Terriers looking for a fourth goal here as well. And they might get it. And they have got it. My goodness, what a strike. We've been torn apart today. Our defence brilliant all season long. But today at the Kirk Leeds, we have just been torn apart. This team, heading into the game, we're in 19th place. 19th place in the Premier League. How on earth are they in the relegation zone on the basis of that performance? We were outclassed, outplayed, and we deserved to lose, and they deserved to win. What a performance. Stats suggest it was quite even. Absolutely no chance. We were outplayed today, and Huddersfield Town, you tip your hat to them. They are through to the next round, and deservedly so. And whilst the whole team played well, one man stood out from the pack. Aaron Moy, the Aussie, brilliant display, bagged both goals, and helps Huddersfield through. I don't know where that performance from Huddersfield Town came from, but I'll show you the league table right after the FA Cup game there. They're in 19th place this season, struggling to stay up. And yet against us, who are in 4th place, having a brilliant season, they just tore us apart as if both teams should be on the opposite ends of the table. They were absolutely superb in that game, and I hope they go all the way. I hope they go all the way to win the FA Cup. Obviously, a former career mode team of mine. I had so much fun using them last year. I hope they go all the way and win it now. So as we move into the third and final game of today's episode, we're back to Premier League matters, thank God, as we take on West Ham away from home in a London derby. They're lining up in a 4-1-4-1, and it's a really good team as well. Great defence. The midfield is great too. Felipe Anderson on the left, Antonio on the right, and a centre midfield trio of Wilshere, Lanzini, and Marouane Fellaini, their captain, sporting Hernandez leading the line. But as for our team, on the back of perhaps our worst display of the season, we're back to full strength. Sergio Rico in goal, so shouldn't concede more than 4 today, with our normal 4-3-3, with Sessegnon on the left, Neres on the right, and top scorer Alexander Mitrovic leading the line. Just 12 games remaining in the season. We're only 2 points inside the top 4. So between now and the end of the season, we've got to keep on winning if we are to get European football next season. Felipe Anderson down his left-hand side, looking to turn Seri and dink it into the centre. Tarkowski should beat Hernandez in the air, which he does. And he could set up a counter-attack for us too. Mitrovic finds Sessegnon in loads of space here. And Ryan's going to play it towards Ken, who's onside. Now he timed that perfectly. It's Tom on the ball. Now could he finish? Oh! Just off target. Kearney this season started off really poorly in terms of goals, could not score at all, and in December he got his first one. Now he's got 3, and he's ending the season really strong as well. He's looking aggressive out there. That's what you want your captain to be. You know, a leader out there, leading by example, always looking to better himself, add different parts to his game, and that's what Kearney's doing. Started off just getting the assists, now he wants the goals. Mitrovic, Neres. And he's put it wide as well. 2 golden chances in the space of 7 minutes, both off target. Got to keep our foot on the gas pedal here. Don't allow West Ham any sort of breathing room. Keep on putting the pressure on, keep on hustling. And once you get the ball, force it forward quickly. But here come the hammers. Felipe Anderson. Oh! What a strike. Rico beating his near post, but I can't blame him. That was past him so quickly. So much shot power. This is going to be no clean sheets in 4 games in all competitions. That's the longest we've gone without a clean sheet all season long. And West Ham against the run of play. They might have dominated possession. We've been a better team out there in terms of shots. And now coming at us and looking for a quick fire double. Cleared away. And we're starting to struggle now. Unless we can find ourselves an equalising goal in the second half, that is. But I've got to be honest, at the moment, it's not looking likely. The hammers are tearing us open. And Rico makes a great save there to stop it becoming 2. 8 minutes to go. Not looking good. West Ham have really done a great job in this game of taking the opportunity they got and just controlling things. They've dominated possession, their pass accuracy has been so high, they've played this game brilliantly. You know, in these 2 games against Huddersfield and West Ham, we've been outplayed, and I can't complain. That should do it. West Ham are going to celebrate the victory. It will be back-to-back defeats. It'll be no wins in 3, no clean sheets in 4, and after what has been a magical debut season at Craven Cottage, it's beginning to unravel here in mid-February, with a tough run of fixtures to come in March as well. This might be the mid-season collapse we were dreading. Failed to register a shot on target in the entire 90 minutes. West Ham deserved the win. Again, they played it perfectly. They got themselves that goal and they just controlled things, dominated possession, couldn't get it off them. Chandler Man match getting the assist for the goal and helping West Ham get a clean sheet at the back as well. And that's it. West Ham 1, Fulham 0. And I think we might be outside the top 4 to end today's episode as well. Yeah, we will be, because let's just beat Crystal Palace. We're at the top 4, damn it! Yep, there's your confirmation. Outside the top 4, Arsenal overtake us on goal difference and they have the game in hand as well. We're only 2 points clear of Wolves, 3 points clear of Spurs, 6 points clear of Manchester City, and the big teams who started the season off poorly are now dragging themselves up the table and we are getting pulled down. So there's 11 games to go. There's still a chance we could make European football next season, but with the run of fixtures we've got in March, it's going to be very, very tough indeed. But that was today's episode of Career Mode, guys. So big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are of course very appreciated, and do that channel as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon. Bye.